Yo, yo, yo.
What's going on, bro? You sideways. There you go. Perfect.
What's going on with you brothers?
How you doing, man?
Chilling. Chilling. It's my
I'm
boy
good. I'm
John.
good.
It's my boy John. It's my boy
John,
Lafayette.
what's going on with you, brother?
Yeah, good, man. Good to meet you, man.
You as well. You as well. I be following you on the gram, man. I got you on the gram. I be listening up. You know what I'm saying? To some of the stuff y'all be talking about, man. I appreciate y'all having me on the show though. That's what's up.
Absolutely.
Hey, so you
Absolutely.
guys got more in common than you know. John also is cold turkey. He quit drinking, just like you.
Oh,
Uh,
word.
yeah, I was telling him about that. Yo, my boy quit drinking. He used to, indulge in a little bit of Mary Jane. He divorced her. He's strictly on his A game.
Yeah, I had to let Mary go. Mary was tearing my pockets up. I felt like I had a, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I had a kid over here back in my pockets. All my kids grow, you know what I'm saying? I had to let her go, you know?
So what we were talking about was moments and memories in time. So this is the after show, the afterthought. Ooh, new segment, the afterthought.
The
Mm,
afterthought.
I
All
like
right.
it.
So moments and memories. I didn't tell him too much, but I told him that you lost the most important person to you, and that was a wake up call for you. And then going through Ramadan, that was the kick in the behind, like get it together. What what moment? But what was the real moment that made you be like, all right, like let's go.
Mm,
Uh, when you about to lose everything, when that thought come in your head where you like, hey, I got a bunch of guns laying around. Yeah, I
wow.
can end this right now. I can end this
Wow.
pain and suffering. You know what I'm saying? I can do whatever I want to do. You know what really kept me here is, man, is I've always had uh my somebody asked me what my biggest fear was in life. You know what I'm saying? And my biggest fear in life was failing my kids. I got two. I got a 24-year-old and a 22-year-old. So you know what I'm saying? Without my guidance, I already knew. You know what I'm saying? They was losing their head, and I had to keep my head. You know what I'm saying? If I lose my head, then it's like I'm the glue. You know what I'm saying? If the glue come undone, then everything else gonna come undone. So I just one day I just woke up. Well, I was already doing the intermittent fast anyway, where I wasn't eating till after like 12, 1 o'clock. And I had told one of my best friends, I was like, yo, I was like, when Ramadan hit, I'm gonna do the whole 30 days. And I had started smoking weed, you know what I'm saying? Like I was a heavy weed smoker, man. I was smoking like 2 ounces, you know what I'm saying, two ounces of weed a week, you know what I'm saying? Like
He's not lying.
that was no problem. Like I was blazing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like and it was like, when Ramadan started, because when a person passed, you know what I'm saying, when a loved one passed, it's been 3 years. I hadn't even seen talk to my mom from the other side. So I was like, maybe I need to chill out on some of the stuff that I'm doing because we ain't had no connection. I was just walking around angry all the time. So
Mm,
I quit drinking and smoking. I told my friend, I said, I wonder what type of dreams I'm gonna have during Ramadan. So probably about the third week of me not drinking and smoking, my mama came to me in a dream.
wow.
And me and my aunt, we was having real bad problems because my aunt was the overseer. You know what I'm saying? She was what's that person that you call her? She had the rights to everything, and she did me
Mm,
wrong. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with my mama's estate or whatever. So, and the house was real dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like the house was like filthy. You know what I mean? I can remember it. You know what I'm saying? I went to like one of my best friends. I was like, she read tarot cards and all that. So I was like, yo, what's this dream mean? And she was like, your mom trying to tell you, man, you need to clean up between what's going on between you and your aunt so you can come to the other side so you can see her more often. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So it was like that moment right there, I knew, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I just gave it, man. My mom had already told me, like, on her deathbed, like I asked, I was like, because I'm the only child. So I asked, I was like, yo, who am I supposed to talk to now? And she was like, you need to talk to God. You know what I'm saying? I cursed him for 3 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was mad at him. I ain't want to talk to him. I wasn't getting on my knees. I was praying. I was out here wilding, just doing what I wanted to do. And
mm.
one day, man, it was just like that day came out the Ramadan when I started praying. I started reading the Quran. We did the whole 30 days. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know about Ramadan. So in Ramadan, that means you get up at 5 o'clock, the crack of dawn. You say your first prayer. After that first prayer, ain't no water, ain't nothing, ain't no food, ain't no sexual activities for 30 days. Ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, you straight. It's discipline. You know, and the discipline comes in like you got to think about like this right here. Uh, there are a lot of there are a lot of uh, homeless people that don't have food, water, and shelter. I can go find food, water, and shelter because I got money to go do that. I work beside a food line. And the whole time I was doing my Ramadan, I worked beside a food line. So I go get me food any day I want it. I'll give me drink any day I want it. You know what I'm saying? I call over a chick any day, anytime I wanted to, but it was a discipline. You know what I'm saying? And through that discipline, I lost 27 pounds. Through that discipline, I got closer, you know what I'm saying, to Allah. You know what I'm saying? So it was more like a eye-opening. You know what I'm saying? It was like things that I wanted to fall in place. You know what I'm saying? Started falling in place like dominoes. You know what I'm saying? Like they just started like back to back, like boom, boom, boom. I asked for this, it would come. I asked for that, it would come. I asked for this, it would come. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no hesitation. You know what I'm saying? Because it was I gave everything up. You know what I mean? It was like I didn't ask. I thanked them. I thank them for letting me still be here. I thank them for letting me still be in my kids' life. You know what I'm saying? To be, you know what I'm saying? To be the strong one in there. You know what I'm saying? To still give them guidance. You know what I'm saying? Thank them for my house, my car. You know, a lot of people, you know, they'll ask God for things, but then you don't want to go through the fire when He give them to you. You know what I'm saying? You want to easily. You don't want to go through the struggle. Like you ask them for anything, but you don't want to go through the struggle. You know what I'm saying? The sacrifice that you got to go through. You know what I'm saying? To get to the other side. You want it right then, and you know what I'm saying? It don't happen like that.
What I want to
So
say real quick is a comment or a quote that John just said, and tell me your thoughts on it. Because you and John have a lot in common, whether you know it or not. He also, I won't put, yeah, I'll let him tell you, but he also loves his someone very close to him. He also lost him. But you don't really feel pain until you feel it sober. What do you
that
think?
part, that's true. That's true. You don't really, yeah, he right. You don't really like, you know, that's the deal when you really don't feel it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some days I could be sitting in the house and chilling and that, you know what I'm saying? That thing hit me like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm in my mama's crib. You know what I mean? I seen my mama right here, you know what I'm saying? Like the last time I seen her was right here in this front room. You know what I'm saying? She gave me the last hug, was like, yo, you coming this weekend? I was like, yeah, I'll be back. The weekend came, there was no mama. You know what I'm saying? The crazy part about it was I lost my mama on Mother's Day.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like not like on a race suit. I got the phone call the day before Mother's Day. I talked to my mom the day before Mother's Day. She was going on Mother's Day. You know what I mean? And the crazy part about it was in the hospital they had just lifted the ban. You know what I mean? Because we was in COVID. So you couldn't go see nobody, you know what I'm saying, at this time. You know, they was how they was doing it was, you know, they was like when you was passing, they was filling a rubber glove up with warm water. You know what I'm saying? And putting it in your hand to make it feel like you had somebody there, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know, it was like body temperature there, you know what I'm saying, while you was passing. They lifted it up like the day, they lifted it up like the day of my mama's passing. So I got to go in, you know what I'm saying, and hold my mom, you know what I'm saying, hand, like it was me, my grandmother, and my two kids, you know what I'm saying, that went in, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I like, you know, I told my mama, like, she was ready to go. And I looked in her face and I was like, look, I rubbed her face. I was like, look, I got it. You can go on. I got the kids. We good. I got you.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
can we just stop at that? Which, like, I know that's true because I've been in the medical field, but dude, a warm glove that they'll
Yeah.
put in these patients' hand to make them think because they won't allow their closest and intermediate loved ones to be in the room with them while they're passing. Like that's crazy. That's a whole nother conversation, but that is insane.
Yeah.
You was supposed to be there, bro. You were supposed to be there, but I just wanted to give you that quote because when John said it, I'm like, man, yeah, it's true. Because when
Yeah.
you numb yourself, when you do everything else, alcohol numbs you, you know, marijuana, you know, it can either numb you or heighten you, depending what you're using it for. But you know, there's certain things that we do to not feel the pain. But when you're at
Oh.
one with yourself, there's not you feel every piece of that pain.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, man, So the podcast that we did was Moments in Memory, Eminem, Moments and Memories.
Okay.
I told him about the Sweet 16.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was fire. You know what I'm saying? I felt
and
like I was at a
how
Beyonce concert. You know what I'm saying? All the sparkles and all that. You know what I'm saying?
I
You feel me?
told him about me addressing the boys and how you came and got me.
Oh yeah, he lit him. Hey, he lit him up, yo. They wasn't even expecting it, y'all. And then they was in the they was in the. It was crazy because I went in to go wash my hands. You know what I'm saying? So I could eat. You know what I'm saying? And when I went in, they was in there. They was like, TJ Maxx. You know what I'm saying? Like they was in there like, you know what I'm saying? They was in there clowning themselves like, man, he called me TJ Maxx, yo. And I was like, yo, I was like, I'm his barber. I was like, that's my homeboy. I was like, if you want to talk to him, I was like, yo, I said, all you gotta do is be a man and go talk to him. I said, you know, he gonna respond. So I happened to see L. I walked out the bathroom. The L was talking to another dude. I pulled him to the side. I was like, yo, them three dudes you was talking about, they in the bathroom, like, you know what I'm saying? They wanna speak. So I took him to the bathroom and the L let him know, like, you know what I'm saying, like, was really real, you know. Yeah, and then the conversation with me was like, you know, when he was like, how'd he put it? How you come in here? This is supposed to be your best friend. You know what occasion this was, and you come in here with not the right attire on. It took me back to remember the Titans when he told the kids on the bus, he was like about having a tie. He was like, if you can't find a tie, find a bum on the street.
For his.
It's true.
You know
But
what I
that
mean?
conversation
So
ended with them giving me a hug at the end.
right, right, dabbing them up, right. That yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was man, it was a learning thing for them, man. Hopefully they took something from that, man. Like if that's your friend, be there for your friend. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's asking you to do something for your friend, be there for your friend, man. You know, just follow the rules. It's simple.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna say it's simple because it took me a long time to follow the rules. Let me get that back because it ain't that simple. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing that
It's
simple.
not easy,
Yeah.
but it's
It's
simple.
not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
I put it like that.
Yep.
But yeah, man. But that was it, bro. I just wanted you to just come on here and share because I know you have completely done a 180. Most people say 360. That's a full circle. That's not right, everybody. It's a 180. He completely turned around. This man, like he said, he was a chimney. He
Oh
was
yeah,
he
yeah,
was smoking
yeah.
all
They
the
used to.
time,
Oh
smoking
yeah,
and drinking. This is when we were younger years ago, like when I was in another state. And when he called me and told me, I was like, bro, that's amazing, bro. That's dope. And now
I
he's out
tell
here
it.
with me. He's in his own area right now, but he's out here with me. And we living it up. Living it up.
Oh yeah, yo, most definitely. I tell people all the time. Like I was telling my son, man. I got two quotes, and I'm gonna get up off here. I was telling my son, I was like, I tell him, I said, son, I said, you been in the car. I said, you know why the rearview mirror is so small? He said, nah. I said, you ever looked in the rearview mirror when you leaving in everything? He said, yeah, it gets small. I said, that's your past. I said, you ever looked out the front of the windshield? I said, you see how big it is? He's like, yeah, I can see everything out of my. I said, that's your future. What you doing? Let's go. You know what I mean? That's how I live now. You know what I'm saying? Things get smaller. You know what I'm saying? Things get smaller when you don't mess with it no more. You know what I'm saying? And things get bigger when you focus on the right things. And I tell my son all the time, matter is the ability to occupy space. If it don't matter, then it can't occupy your space, your time, or your mind. And that's how I live.
Damn.
Simple.
It's a mic drop. Mic drop, bro.
Damn.
Simple.
Yeah.
That's hey. You know, if you got to think about it, if a person at your job making you mad, that's just matter. He only matter for 8 hours. After 8 hours, he don't matter no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, there are a lot of people like, man, I'll quit my job because of this dude. You gonna quit your job because of matter? Because he occupying that space for 8 hours? Are you crazy? I'm not leaving nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing at all. So that's my mentality. That's my mind frame. That's how I live. You know what I'm saying?
Boom.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, bro. John, anything you want to say or add before we
Hey man, no, that was good. I really like the part about, there's a difference between pain and suffering, right? And so, we're always going to live with pain. I think every single one of us can agree that we all have pain on one form or another, but it's up to you whether or not you want to suffer. And the suffering part is when you decide, all right, you know what?